Hey champions, this is Arian Tyson out of St. Louis, Missouri, representing Slick Town to the fullest, and I'm just coming back at you to shoot a video. It is actually a nicer day outside here in St. Louis that it has normally been, that it has been over the last couple of days or so. I actually had a chance to leave the house and didn't have to worry about getting ice off my off my windows, or having to struggle to open my car door. Like I said, it's slightly warmer than it has been over the last couple of days, and once again the sun is shining, and it's just going to be a great day. And the reason it's going to be a great day because I've set the intention, and so that's what it's gonna be. Pretty much any spirit of distraction, anything that may be put in my way to prevent me from having a productive day, I just bind and rebuke it now. So but let's dive in. I wanted to talk to you today. I actually had a good evening yesterday. I was able to able to teach Bible class in my church last night, and we was talking about the contrast between two sisters, and basically, and I'm asking myself, how can I apply that to everyday life, so to speak? And that's kind of what I want to talk about today. And I want to challenge you today, as I normally do, and I want to encourage you as well. And I just want to tell you that the time is now for you to get your priorities straight. And let me preface my comments now. This particular story that we were talking about in Bible study had to do with two sisters, Mary and Martha, and Christ made a visit. Now, Mary and Martha were the sisters of Lazarus, which, if you know, Lazarus was the one that died and Jesus raised him from the dead. So these were his sisters. And so what ended up happening was Martha was the one that always had to have everything in order, had to always have her I's dotted, always had to have her T's crossed, and so forth. And so Mary was someone who, she just appreciated the fact that, Jesus stopped by, and all she was concerned with and all she was content in doing was, sitting at the foot of Jesus. And I was sharing with the class that, you have a lot of Christians that do the same thing. They just feel like if they could just sit at the foot of Jesus, then, that's fine. Whereas with Martha, she was a workaholic. She was someone who, valued hard work. But as I shared last night, and as I'm going to share right now, the reality is you have to have balance. Many times we get so bogged down with life that, we focus on staying busy, but in the process, we're not blessed. We're just busy. Because society has told us that, if we're busy, then we must be important, and so forth, and so on and so forth. And, it just, and it doesn't always work like that, because I understand, and I'm a firm believer that, if a man don't work, a man don't eat. What I'm saying about that is, we have to determine, we have to be able to understand the importance of balance. Why? Because we are able to reach, a greater amount of people from a spiritual perspective. It's bad enough that, if people find out you go to church, they want to put you in this box. And people that go to, some people that go to church, they're guilty of it as well. People that don't go to church, then they feel like something's wrong with them. Well, let me put this disclaimer out here. Something wrong with every last one of us. We all have issues. Some choose to deal with their issues and some choose to act like they don't exist. That doesn't mean that the issues aren't there. Whether they choose to ignore them or not, that doesn't mean that the issues aren't there. And the only way to overcome issues, you have to face them. You have to face them and you have to learn from them. And so, in the context of, how this can apply to our lives, okay? Now, I am a Christian, okay? I make no bones about it. I don't waver about it. I don't say it with hesitation. I am a Christian. However, there are times where I have to realize and I have to understand that there is more to life than just going to church on Sunday. And just because I go to church on Sunday don't mean I'm a Christian. Okay? I'm a Christian because I have my own relationship with the Most High. And the thing about it is, we have to be careful about, equating what's necessarily equating what's important, versus the duty, having the importance of duty versus having the importance of devotion. And so the thing is, there are times where duty is necessary. There's also times when devotion is necessary. In the aspect of going after your purpose, both are necessary. You have to have the duty or the discipline to go after your dreams and set aside time to get what you need to get done to, be able to see your dreams come into fruition. As far as devotion, you got to be passionate about what you're doing. Otherwise, you can't expect anyone to go with you. You can't expect anyone to understand you. You can't expect anyone to be willing to, lock arms with you and, get out of their comfort zone. So from a certain aspect, when it comes to business, it goes hand in hand. And that's what I could really take from that particular Bible study lesson, because in the end, we have to understand that while duty is necessary, devotion is as well. And so you have to have duty and devotion is the balance that you have to have when you're going after your dreams and you're going after your purpose. Because while going after your dreams and purpose is important, you have to understand, if you're fortunate to have, a relationship with God, or if you're fortunate to have, to have a family, then there are times where, that trumps business, and the way that I operate is, is God, family, and then business. Those are the priority. And, one thing that I love about God is that if you put anything before him, he has a way of humbling you. He has a way of getting your attention, and it's kind of like, us when it comes to, like, if we're in a relationship. And I said this jokingly during class, how men have a mechanism where we can get a woman's attention and let them know that they've done something wrong without, you know, flying off the deep end. We'll get quiet. Whereas with the woman, they either will say a lot or they'll just give us a certain look, so to speak. And if you're a man watching this, you probably have seen that look, so you know what I'm talking about. But the bottom line is, you know, for those of you who, you know, want balance in your life, those of you who are struggling, you know, you feel like you have one side of the coin correct, but you're missing, you know, what lies on the other side of the coin. You know, I challenge you to reach out to me. I challenge you to connect with me on Facebook. Shoot me an email, because one thing that I live by is, one of the mottos that I live by is maintaining balance and staying sucker free. And so balance is necessary in virtually every aspect of our lives, especially in business, because we can get bogged down with, you know, the trials and tribulations of life and not and forget to enjoy life, you know, because you know, our dreams are not going to come true overnight. It is a process to everything. And so we have to not get complacent and not start complaining about going through the process, because the process is there to bless us, is there to teach us a lesson, and it's also there to help us with our testimony. So if you're ready to pull the trigger because you understand that balance is necessary, I challenge you to click the link below. I'll plug you into our team that will show you how we're able to grow our businesses, individual businesses, feeding off one another, but also have a life, you know, because, you know, there's more to life than, you know, a 9-to-5 job. There's more to life than just going to church every Sunday. You know, you have to live life. Otherwise, it will live you, and ultimately you will just start existing. So I'm going to wrap this up. I'll talk to you soon. Click the link below, and I'll see you on the other side. Peace.